Hello and welcome to the God damn. I don't know how you motherfuckers stand looking at a video of such a good looking motherfucker. Have some, baby. Yeah. Welcome to the mothership. I am the Commander General Lax Sivrak. Thank you for joining us. We're having a hot cup of coffee here, freshly brewed in this McGuire's Irish pub mug, which is pretty nice. Still a bit warm. First of all, let's say happy birthday to Stu at Universal Toy Collector. Happy birthday, young man. Happy birthday, young man. And on the subject of birthdays, I have two things to share. Now, one thing is technically not a birthday gift, but we'll say it is. But I received some boxes in the mail. Both of them were a surprise. I didn't really know that they were coming. So they kind of showed up, and then it wasn't until after they showed up, some people messaged me and they said, "Hey, did you get that box, motherfucker?" And I was like, "Damn, son, I did get that box. I can't believe you would do that." So super nice. I would like to say thank you to Darth Wizzy Wiz. Me and Darth Wizzy Wiz, we talk fairly regular, and he had like a small competition in one of our group chats, and it was guess what's in the box. And it didn't take me very long to guess that he had purchased a Black Series Scout Trooper helmet. And so he said, "Oh, hey, I'll have to send you a prize." And literally like fucking the next day, this showed up. And Darth Wizzy Wiz sent me this awesome vintage collection Stormtrooper. Check that out. Very cool. Very cool. Definitely cool. The card back is fucking sick, right? Which I'm pretty sure that's why most people are buying these, right? I think the vintage collection in of itself is cool. It is the newest adaptation of 3 3/4 inch, but I'm still a big Power of the Force 2 fan. I really am. And I only have one other TVC carded figure, which I got from Blue Sasquatch probably 2 years ago. And so I'm starting a carded TVC collection. So thank you, Darth Wizzy Wiz. This is awesome. And that's a good looking fucking Stormtrooper. Definitely. I always critique the different Stormtroopers where sometimes it's a miss on some figures or drawings or whatever is the mouth. And this one, I think this one is not too shabby. But there might be see the distance between the top of his eye slits and the top of his head? I think there might be a dimension problem there in this figure. This one looks a little squished. So that might, and then see, even these two Stormtroopers, they look slightly different. I know these were all like hand done, and I think these helmets were like vacuum, what do they call that? Vac. I used to have a buddy that built stocks like that, but you make a mold and then you put the shit in there and you like vacuum it. I can't remember what that's called, but even these two Stormtroopers here and here look slightly different. But they do have the same. This one even looks a little wider, but that part of that could be the angle of the dangle. But yeah, awesome figure. So very cool. We will not be opening this. We're going to, for now, we're going to have to make a new spot over here probably, but for now we're going to leave this on the pegboard. Very cool. Thank you, Darth Wizzy Wiz. I would have been cool with it if you'd have signed it too. But that's awesome. Look at the back real quick. Very cool. So thank you, Darth Wizzy Wiz. I appreciate that. I did win that, so, but I'm gonna think of it as a birthday gift, and I appreciate it, young man. I also would like to thank Bill at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure. He sent me a message, and he said, "Hey, there's a little birthday gift coming for you." And I said, "Man, you don't have to do that." And then that was like a few days ago, and then something showed up, and I was like, I wonder what that is, because I haven't really been ordering anything lately, at all. And I thought, what the hell is that? And then I thought, oh, that must be from Bill. So I opened it up, and dig this. Black Series Gaming Greats Rocket Launcher Trooper. I've only seen this in stores a couple times, and the only stores I've seen this in is like those video game stores. What do they call them? Maybe GameStop? There are a couple GameStops in my area, but I very rarely go in them. I don't know why, because they do have some cool shit in there. And but my purchasing of late has gone basically to zero. Some of it is for monetary reasons, obviously, but also some of it is because I'm not necessarily running out of room, but there's no ebb or flow going on. You know, there's no I have quite a bit of empty wall space, and I don't want to inundate my entire house from the front door, you know, to everywhere with children's toys. You know what I mean? I even told my wife the other day, I said, you know, the front of the house needs more swords and guns. Because it's a bit overwhelming, especially like people you don't know come over and they're like, what the fuck? But I have like a John Wayne. I got some shit I gotta fucking move around and make look more adult. Is that the word? I don't know. Says the guy with the fucking pegboard of fucking shit behind him. But anyway, Bill, this is awesome. This we will be opening. I super am into the 6-inch figures as of late. I don't have a huge Star Wars Black Series collection, and that's mainly because they're just not producing the characters that I really want, you know. But Stormtroopers, dude, a guy needs at least 4 Stormtroopers, right? And so, Bill, this is awesome. Thank you very much. I'm thinking about maybe using this rocket launcher bazooka for possibly a custom what would you call it? A custom, like, Howling Commando, you know? I think I might reuse that. And then we will use the figure. I don't think I have any, like, E11 6-inch blasters, but I will find something to put in his hand. The rocket launcher is cool, but I don't know. But we might use that rocket launcher for something else. Look for another video coming out soon where we will open this. The turntable of awesomeness has been dismantled. We had to change some furniture around, and so it's not like it was. So I don't know what we're gonna do about reviews. We might just go back to doing them like this, but super awesome. Weird and Fantastic Toy Adventure Bill. If y'all are not subscribed to Darth Wizzy Wiz and Bill at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure, get your fucking asses over there. Get your fucking asses over to those channels. Very entertaining. Bill especially puts a lot of work into his channel. And I'm not saying anything about Darth Wizzy Wiz, because he will tell you he has the most craptastic reviews on the internet. But there is something to be said for the candidness and the off-the-cuffness of Darth Wizzy Wiz's videos. My channel is based on that same theory. Fucking improv to the max. But y'all definitely go check out Bill at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure. He usually does lives on Friday and Saturday night. Sometimes you have to go back and forth between Bill and Kat because sometimes they're on at the same time. So that's the only downside to either one of them is if you're at one, sometimes you're missing the other. So I try to flip back and forth. As lately, I've been going to bed long before any of them fuckers are on. So I've been missing the Kat and Bill streams as of late. Bill also does a Sunday morning, and it's not super early. I think it's like maybe 10 o'clock my time, but he does a Sunday morning show. And anyway, Bill, you're awesome, dude, and I really appreciate you. This is awesome. And Darth Wizzy Wiz, the most dangerous man in Canada. This is fucking cool. This is only like I said, this is my second only TVC figure, so that's super cool, and I appreciate it. And I saw your review on the Stormtrooper. I thought, that's a pretty good looking Stormtrooper. I know our friend Tim Hayes has a super large collection of the TVC Stormtroopers, and they look fucking fire. He has them like on his table there, and he has the Tantive 4 hallway, and like, looks fucking great, man. Looks fucking great. I would like to do some more displays, because see, that's where the pegboard came in. I was getting stuff, and I wasn't really thinking about it. And I thought, what am I doing with this? And so that's why we need to just fucking rein it in a little bit. We need to rein it in. I have a Christmas display that I'm working on. I have a figure for that will open. That whole thing is absolutely Gary's fucking fault. Thank you, Gary, at Gary's Grails. With his Naughty or Nice Santa Claus figure review from last Christmas. Your fault. Now I have a whole 26-inch long shelf with Christmas trees and presents and like, you know, I guess normal people would maybe put away their Christmas figures and only bring them out at Christmas, but no, if you're gonna spend the time and energy, the Naughty or Nice figures are not super expensive. I bought them last year. And then I got the Mythic Legions Moose. We'll show that. I don't think it's quite done yet. I do need to open one more figure, and I think it needs a bit more. So when that happens, we will do like a little show and tell of that. We will open this figure, Bill, at a later date. I have a fairly large shelf of a bunch of Star Wars stuff that I've gotten recently, because my shit's kind of separated into stuff that I've had for a while, and then new stuff, right? But we will put this up on the shelf with the other couple Black Series figures that we have that are not open at the moment. And then we will probably, we're gonna open this. We're gonna open this, and I'm sitting here thinking like, how we will display it. Obviously, you have one Stormtrooper, you need more. You need more for sure. But yeah, this is cool. The Gaming Greats line is really cool. I was in it for that. They have quite a few Gaming Great figures that are pretty cool, and I've never necessarily played any of these games, but it is a cool subline of the Black Series. Very cool. Whatever it's called. What is that called? Subsidiary line. Gaming Greats. So super cool. And hey, Gaming Greats, I don't know. Is this something I shouldn't open? You know what I mean? I don't know. Should I not open this? I don't know. The only things of late that's come out that I feel like maybe are modern toys that might go off in value later on in life. And I'm judging this by what do we know now that is valuable, and why is it valuable now? So you look at stuff like Cowboys of Moo Mesa, Street Sharks, stuff in the original Star Wars line that was low in production value. And I feel like if you really want to play that game of what can I buy now that will be valuable later, something that you know will be scarce. And what is more scarce now than shit that people don't like, right? Shit that people don't like, nobody's gonna buy, and a bunch of that shit's gonna go to the dump, right? So will Reva's figure from the Obi-Wan series one day become super valuable because no one has it? Will the Acolyte figures one day be super valuable because they will in turn be rare because everyone disliked it and nobody really bought the shit? And the few people who bought them maybe used them as customs, or they did open them. So I don't know, man. Like in 20, 30 years, if the world is still around, if the United States is still around, whatever the fuck might happen, there's a meteor right there every second, right? So I think that would be an interesting, as people like maybe blacked out Ewoks and maybe Joey Padawan Collector, we can maybe discuss that one day. Like, if you use the model of what's valuable today and why, and I think probably the only real catalyst that you can put your thumb on is rarity, right? And then what do we know already that would probably be rare? And I think it's easy to decide that, shit that people didn't fucking like is what's going to be rare, So, I don't know, man. Should probably get out there. Could a Gaming Greats, Stormtrooper with a special weapon and his Sand Trooper pauldron, would that be on that list? I don't know how many of these they made versus, something like in the TVC, right? This is just a normal Stormtrooper. They're probably making billions of these. Maybe not billions, but But like a regular Black Series Stormtrooper versus the Gaming Greats one, like maybe there's numbers to crunch there. I don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas. I would, however, like I said, I would probably fucking bet money that at some point in the future that, some shit like the Reva fucking figures and even possibly the Acolyte figures, like I'm pretty sure they will eventually be a rarity because we know the public opinion on those shows, and I haven't seen any of those figures in any of my stores, but I'm in a real dead zone. So I don't know, man. And like you can think, if you go to Ollie's or Ross, like GeForce has those great videos going there, and like T3 collects, and you see 10 million of the same figure that still no one's buying for $5. Like eventually those are going to go in the landfill, right? And so like, are those in 25, 30 years, are they going to be fairly scarce to find? And then there has to be a demand, somebody's going to say, hey, I need that one gray-headed guy with the blue suit from Wakanda. And like, who's going to say that? I don't know. In 25 years, when somebody, is somebody going to say, man, you remember that fucking show? And you remember that character Reva? Or you remember Osha and whatever the May? Like, man, we should get one of those. Like, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's going to say that, but anyway, I'm just rambling. I wanted to make a quick video. I wanted to give my respect and love to Darth Wizzy Wiz and to Bill at Weird Fantastic Toy Adventure. I really appreciate it. Anyway, we have a great community. As always, prayers for everyone in the community who needs that. Rolando, I'm looking at you, baby. Happy birthday to Stu. Happy late birthday to Outlaw Bill, formerly Jedi Bill. Mark is still MIA. So do with that there's no new information except the information that we've already imparted. So we'll see how that fucking turns out. Who knows? So anyway, I have been General Lax Sivrak. I could sit here and ramble because that's what I like to do, right? maybe we will go live this evening whenever this video, I might have, whatever, who knows when this will drop, but I wanted to get this down. So anyway, love and respect to everybody. Great community. We will be having a giveaway soon. Matter of fact, if you, right here at the end, drop in the comments, since you've watched the whole 20 minutes, say, enter me to win. And we will take the people from this video and the 2 previous videos from when I was in Alaska. And I do everything from my phone, so we're probably going to do it old school. Like, we're literally going to write down everybody's names, and we're going to put the names on pieces of paper in a hat, and we're going to draw 3 names, and that is how we are going to fucking do it. Fuck the duck race and all this fucking bullshit. We're just going to fucking do it. Urgh! Anyway, I've been General Axe Sivrak. I will continue to be. And as always, like Gary's Grails had Brendan Wayne sign on this fucking cool-ass Mando figure, as always, I will see you on down the trail. Roger Moore was the greatest James Bond ever.